Hey guys, my name is Ayanna and welcome to a new game. Today we are playing Sherlock Holmes The Awakened. So I have played Sherlock Holmes Crimes and Punishments and Sherlock Holmes The Devil's Daughter before this. I think I've played Crimes and Punishment twice, and I just played The Devil's Daughter like last year. And then I wanted to play Chapter 1, Sherlock Holmes Chapter 1, but I couldn't play it because I didn't have, it only came to PS4, PlayStation 5, and Xbox Series X and Series S, and I only had an Xbox One at that time. And they planned to make it come out for Xbox One, but obviously they're fighting a war. The studio is located in Ukraine, Kyiv, Ukraine. So yeah, I totally understand that they couldn't do that. So I am going to include the little message they put in the beginning, but they're still currently in that conflict. So they developed this game in that conflict, which is crazy. So thank you to them. Also, this is the first game I've ever backed. So that's so cool. I got the game for backing. I got a pre-order bonus and my name is going to be in the credits, which is so exciting. So yeah, I'm so excited to play this. I think it's going to be so fun. So let's get started. Chapter 1, The Shadow over London. I'm also playing on PS5, by the way. Baker Street. We're back at Baker Street.
Dr. Watson, would you kindly close the door behind you so that we can limit the price of your carelessness to merely hours of work rather than days?
My apologies, Mr. Holmes. I found myself rather taken aback. I saw tidier houses in war-torn Afghanistan. Are those my surgical needles?
I ran out of tacks and the matter required immediate attention.
Was that my supper?
Plainly not, for I was the one who ate it.
I set it aside for this evening.
And for that I am grateful.
Is that my bed?
Watson, since you've proven yourself a master of observation, might I ask you to apply your skills to a more pertinent question? Namely, the whereabouts of today's newspapers. They are the key to everything. The newsboy is usually reliable.
Medically speaking, I often find that the key to everything is good sleep. In a bed. Your papers are here, on the table.
Let us see what the postman brought today.
Okay, we do have 3 wardrobe items from the pre-order, but welcome to the game. Use left stick to move around and X to interact with objects. Okay, hey Watson, this is so weird. I haven't played a Sherlock Holmes game in a minute.
This mess is getting out of hand. What will the landlady think?
It looks so good too. Oh my gosh. It's crazy because it looks the same as like Devil's Daughter and Crimes and Punishments, but it's obviously upgraded. With graphics, I mean. Okay, so we're gonna have to like solve mysteries and stuff, which is kind of daunting, but we can do it. Okay, so let's inspect the paper. Oh, there's a lot of reading too. I'll try my best. London Advertiser, September 28th, 1882. Tensions between England and Sweden are running high after a series of unfortunate mishaps during a recent visit to London by the Swedish Princess Ilder? Chief among the scandals was the embarrassment of the British diplomatic corps as a result of the unexplained disappearance of Princess Ilder's personal bodyguard. The longtime member of her inner circle took the opportunity to explore London while off duty and never returned from his late-night promenade. A spokesman for the police assures the Advertiser that they are confident that the bodyguard will be located, as he is a striking representative of the Scandinavian people. A man like that gets noticed, whether by his peers at the gentlemen's clubs or the fair nightingales who comfort them. Okay.
Local gossip, all of it uninteresting.
Oh. So what are we trying to do? Just look at clues? Okay. Visit Barnes Bookshop.
Your order from Barnes Bookshop has arrived, Doctor.
Barnes insists on delivering the books to our door, even though we could easily walk to his shop. That's good service.
Where's Noble? Oh, we got something else. Do I have to like... Oh, there we go.
Another letter from Werner. I never reply, but they keep coming.
Who's Werner? What's Werner?
I don't see the strand. Where is it?
Pardon me?
I am on the precipice of uncovering a pattern of crime across London spanning many months and involving many men. The missing paper cannot be a coincidence.
That's preposterous.
My dear fellow, life is infinitely stranger than anything which the mind of man can invent.
Well, life used your newspaper to wipe its posterior, so after that unpleasant discovery this morning, I disposed of it. But in lieu of the Strand, perhaps I can deliver you something equally tantalizing. I have just returned from a patient of mine, Captain Stemwick, who...
No, that will not do. Grab your coat, Dr. Watson. Let us hope nobody has collected the dustbin.
We can't get a paper from somewhere else. The Strand is missing. Okay, I want to look around. Is Toby here? Do we have Toby yet? Is this... I don't know if this is after the previous two games... Well, the previous 2 games before Chapter 1. Or if this is before. Like, he looks younger. But he also looks totally different, so I don't know. Oh, what just happened? It's a mess in here. We can't go in these 2 back rooms like normally.
The dustbin is yours for the digging, Mr. Holmes.
Okay, wait. Let me see if I can... Oh, wow. The book. Okay. There's the newspaper. Here... Oh my gosh, there's a lot. Okay, wow. Sherlock's jacket, no elbow patches yet. Why is there so many? Sherlock's overcoat. I don't know how to say that. Oh, his kid's Ukrainian. That's cool. Storm is coming. White suit. Marine. Yeah, so we're gonna need disguises, too. Ugly beige suit? The worst suit in the game, just awful? Why is it in the game, then? Ooh. A glimpse of the future. Okay, this is what we're wearing. Fashionable waistcoat. I also did play The Sinking City. I think there's like 3 or 4 parts up, or maybe more. Maybe 7? I don't know. But I stopped because I was like, the combat's too hard, and then I never finished it. Oops. Okay, we've got hats. Accessories. A square pear on your round holes? What? Facial hair. I love the descriptions. They're so funny. No makeup. Fake bruises. A Watson? We can dress Watson up? Oh my gosh. Okay. This is so cool already. Alright, we want to go outside, right? Oh wow, it's so cool. It's so cool. I was going to say crazy and I was going to say cool. It's rainy today. Why not dress something in more appropriate for the weather? Open the casebook. Yes, okay. We are going to change. How do I want to do that? This way. Okay, it's raining, so we want to put on our coat. We have a wind coat? Wow. A wind and a raincoat? Where's the raincoat? Okay, maybe we could just put on our overcoat. Oops. Did we want a hat? Oh no, I do want a hat on. I should read instructions. Okay. Bowler hat. Watson, your head? What? Headwear. Let's do this one. I put it on. Is that good enough? Or do I want a different hat? I feel like it should go away if I do it right? Hopefully it's good enough. Let's leave. Okay. It's still there.
Don't look at me. If you want the newspaper, you'll have to get your hands dirty.
Let's look in here. Oh, what is that? A quill? A barb? Oh, oops.
A cactus spine.
Oh.
If it gets in your skin, it's awfully tricky to remove, and when laced with poison, the perfect assassination tool.
Wow. Okay. Well, somebody might have been killed with that. This is the paper, isn't it?
You were mistaken, Dr. Watson. The paper was indeed dirtied, but not how you implied. It's potting soil. See, Watson? The conspiracy is real. Someone tried to poison me.
Oh.
Poison? You? That's madness.
Okay, we can run.
Get the Strand. Get your copy of the Strand here.
Hey.
Sorry, Mr. Holmes. I just sold my last paper.
Blast. Then why are you still here?
Boss pays by the hour. No sense in returning early.
You just said you have the Strand, and now you don't have it? Well, yeah, what happened?
You're a bright child. I presume you see everything that goes on around here?
Nothing gets past me, mister.
Then tell me, Did you notice anyone suspicious at my door this morning?
Like the man with your newspaper?
Precisely. What do you know?
I know the value of a shilling.
Dr. Watson?
Cool, now I can take the day off.
Well, yeah, what did he tell me about him actually first?
Can you describe the man you saw?
He was carrying a lot of books. Up to his chin they were.
Never heard of a well-read assassin.
Looks can deceive. Hence the appeal of disguises.
Yeah, what did he do?
Did you see what he was up to?
Nah, not really. I saw him approaching your house, but I had a customer. Then there's a loud bang. I ducked down. Not because I was scared, because I wasn't. I had to protect the merchandise. And all I could see was him kneeling at your door.
Where was he headed?
Which way did he go?
Not sure. I was distracted by customers. Sorry.
All right. You earned your shilling. That'll be all.
Thanks, Mr. Holmes. Maybe I could be your eyes and ears, if you have more shillings.
Is this Wiggins? Mind Palace? Why does that sound familiar? Is that...
Get the Strand! Get your copy of the Strand
You don't
here.
have any more of the Strand. Stop lying. Wasn't that in Twin Mirror? Is that what it's called in Twin Mirror? Okay, so Newsboy's testimony, stack of books, cactus spine, potentially poisoned, and it's in the bin. Is that the mystery solved? Okay, so this looks a little different, but still familiar. Who ruined the Strand? So this is where we will piece together our clues to hopefully solve the mystery. Okay, so who ruined the Strand? Book from Barnes. Oh, in each chapter, questions will arise in the course of your investigation. Questions are shown in the Mind Palace. Answer all questions to progress to the next chapter. This icon on the HUD notifies you when there is a new question to answer in the Mind Palace, or when you have enough evidence to answer one question. Press to get the case book and then navigate to the Mind Palace. In the Mind Palace tab, select the question you want to answer. After selecting question, try to answer it by linking the relevant evidence. All evidence is broken into 3 categories. Each category appears on a different screen. Items, documents, and observations. Press left and right to switch between the categories. When all correct links have been made, the evidence will be combined and the answer revealed. Often you will not have all the correct evidence to answer each question, so keep investigating until you do. Answering the question with the correct evidence on the first try grants you a bonus score. Okay, I'm not reading all this. This is a lot. Okay. So we've got items, observations, and documents. Okay, so we've got the advertiser and the testimony. Oops, I wanna... Okay, so do I have to do anything here yet? Watson brought in this morning's post. The Strand is missing. Dispose of it. Okay, who ruined it? Oh, oops, I don't want to do that yet. Okay, wait. We're just gonna wait. Okay, and then we've got something. Oh, we do want to be in the Mind Palace, right? But why? Okay. So, among our morning deliveries, a book for Watson. Okay. So maybe we want to go to the store then. Do I want to attach these like that? Testimony. What? Was that wrong then? I'm confused. Okay. Oh, I thought Mr. Barnes would be nice. Okay. Mr. Barnes is involved in the scheme. I hope that's right. The newsboy said the suspicious man was carrying a stack of books, and this morning Mr. Barnes, the local bookseller, delivered a novel for Dr. Watson. A cactus spine for assassination, a loud bang, a visit to Mr. Barnes is in order. Okay, so maybe he is involved then.
Come now, Mr. Holmes. Murder?
Oh, oops.
Yes, Barnes has his quirks, but he also
Get the
has his
Strand!
scruples.
Get your copy of the
Not
Strand
every
here!
pawn knows it's part of a game.
Okay, so you can pin evidence for quick access to information from your casebook.
Get the Strand!
Okay, so let's... Mr. Barnes is involved. We just read that one. Pin evidence. Okay. This is a lot. And then... we can pin this, or what's that other icon mean? Not sure. Okay, anyway.
Copy of the Strand here!
I want to go to... skip this. Try to find the bookshop. How do I find it? Okay, so the bookstore looks like this. So are we just supposed to find it on the street? You said it's around the corner, right? Okay, I guess we'll try to find it. There's the pawn shop. There's the bar. I don't like that that's pinned up there, though. Take that off. Ah, here we are. Sorry, this is a little bit gonna take some getting used to. Okay, new books. We've got Charles Dickens, M. Gogol, and Edgar Allan Poe. I can't really read that. Let's go in. Mr. Barnes, are you here? Is that him?
How about that Vogel fellow?
Oh, no.
He seems rather obsessed with you. Would he do something like this?
This is Watson. Is that Barnes? Oh, dog. I hear a dog. Where? Oh, it's Little Dog. It's a puppy?
So, Barnes has a dog now. Who's a good boy?
Why does it look like Toby? Okay, hi. Let's observe him. I remember this. Bags under eyes. Effects of overwork. What else we got? How do I... Oh, there we go. What's on your fingers? Ink. Newspaper ink? Leans heavily on right leg. Sore left leg. Wow. The fact that he can see that. Okay, we've got one more thing. High heels. Wants to look taller. Okay. Mr. Barnes has developed a limp and has large bags under his eyes, the result of long hours of intense work. He is not very confident and tries to appear taller by wearing high heels. It seems unlikely that such a person would be involved in a murder plot, even if the ink on his hand suggests he is the one who soiled the newspaper. Nevertheless, Mr. Barnes could still be a pawn in a bigger plan without his knowledge. Yeah, honestly. Oh gosh, we want to make a choice right now? Wait. Oh. Yeah. I think he's a workaholic. Or... yeah. I think it's this one. Maybe? I don't know if it tells you when it tells you that you're wrong or right.
Mr. Barnes? A word. Oh, for goodness sake.
Did he just run away? Oh.
Who goes there?
Sherlock Holmes! Now will you please...
Mr. Holmes. Golly, I did not see you come in.
What?
Would you care to answer some questions for me?
What's he doing in there?
I wish I could, but I am deep in the weeds with work. How about we reschedule in a month or two?
Come now, Mr. Barnes. It will only take a moment.
No, really deep in the weeds with important things. Well, help yourself to any book. Just take it and pay later. I trust you, Mr. Holmes.
Barnes doesn't seem like himself. Why is he acting this way?
You're asking the right questions, Doctor. Let's find a way to coax him out.
I think that maybe he is being blackmailed, because why would he run away like that? If he was not aware that he was a pawn in a bigger plan, then he would just be like, hello. But instead he ran away. Okay, so we can highlight things that we can interact with. So let's first do this ladder. It's
The
broken.
ladder is broken recently, judging by the freshness of the wood.
Okay. Door.
Apologies, but I can't hear you. Please come back later.
Oh, you can't hear me? We've got this painting. Looks a
I
little
could
messed
hardly
up.
imagine anything more macabre.
And books. The Jungle Book. Basics of
Basics of
cryptanalysis.
cryptanalysis. Cryptography in Egypt. It appears Barnes has an interesting hobby.
Okay, we've got one more thing. Everlasting plants. For everlasting love. A catalog of exotic plants on Barnes' counter. The name of the catalog reads Everlasting Plants for Everlasting Love. Like the cactus, maybe? Okay. Now what? Schoolsy Watson. Oh, that's something else. More books? Dead
In
flowers?
the language of Mycroft's secret agents, it's a sign. Dried flowers are replaced when the job is done. I wonder who the recipient is.
Oh. Dead flowers on display? Mycroft? The power of love, blood and mandrake. Mystery of Edward Drood? I can't really see that. What are we looking for? Okay, we got the flowers. Oh,
The finest view London has to offer.
okay. And the books?
An improvised stand, but it does make the flowers more visible.
Yeah. So maybe he is being blackmailed then. I think that's it. What else do we have? We have the door and Watson.
Barnes has always been a little odd, but this is uncharacteristic even for him.
We're just going to leave? There must be something else. Oh, we got stuff in here. Okay. Dead flowers on display. There's a bouquet of dead flowers in the window of Barnes' bookshop. It is placed on an improvised stand made from a pile of books. Okay, cryptology. Not for sale. Broken ladder. Okay. Alright, so Mind Palace. So, Barnes' a bookseller room in the newspaper. Why is he acting so strangely? Let's figure that out. Ew, I don't like that sound. Well, that's a thing. Dead flowers. The portrait. This is a little confusing. What was the newspaper again? Okay, so the bodyguard's missing, right? Okay. So I'm pinning the evidence when I do that. Cryptology. Cactus spines. So maybe, Oh, okay, so I came outside and I can look at this stuff. Talk to people?
The weather is dreary, isn't it? To be fair, my flowers could use the rainfall.
She looks familiar. She looks like she's from The Devil's Daughter. Dog.
Hello there. What's your name?
Lily, I know, not very original.
But it's flowers. That makes sense. Oh, okay. I was confused. I didn't know I could
Encouraging
come
people to
outside.
stop and smell the roses.
Our national emblem. God save the Queen.
What year is this?
It must
I don't
take
remember.
patience and care to produce a bloom so beautiful.
I imagine so. I merely sell them.
Cactus. It looks the same. You did this.
Pot is damaged. The blow was severe, but softened by something.
Softened by something. Okay.
Familiar spine. Is this what I found in my dustbin?
Maybe. Let's talk to her.
Anything tickle your fancy, Mr. Holmes?
Yeah, I gotta observe you first, though. Wait a second. Wearing makeup for beauty or concealment? Maybe it's because she likes it. Well, I guess that's for beauty. Distant look. Avoids eye contact or distracted. You've got a lot of stuff on you. Mourning brooch. Oh, honoring deceased husband. Luxury fabric. Unusual work attire. What else we got? Dirty? I don't know. Shoes. Clean boots. Change shoes upon arrival. Oh. Oh gosh, okay. Mrs. Fleming wears a mourning brooch in memory of late husband. Her dress is made of expensive fabric that is not suitable for work. Her shoes show no traces of mud. She must have changed them when she arrived. Her eyes constantly dart around, seemingly in search of something. Perhaps she's waiting for someone. Mrs. Fleming cherishes the memory of her departed husband. She is trying to move on, as suggested by her makeup and nice outfit. Perhaps she is dressing to attract someone's attention, or simply because she has learned to love herself again. Okay? Or still grieving. Mrs. Fleming uses makeup to hide her tear-stained cheeks. Her dress is made from an expensive fabric that's not suitable. Okay. While she tries to bury her grief by dressing extravagantly, she wears a mourning brooch. Her gaze, I don't know, taken at, one must conclude that, I have no idea. If we're saying that she's tied to this, she does have the cactus. Wouldn't she maybe, more likely that she'd be waiting for somebody? Maybe we should do this one. I don't know. Okay.
Mrs. Fleming, you look particularly lovely today. Is there a reason?
Does a woman need a reason to look or feel beautiful?
No, but your distant look suggests you seek one man's gaze in particular.
Who told you that?
Nobody. Merely a keen eye and some simple deduction.
Well, I'll kindly ask you to keep your keen eye to yourself, Mr. Holmes.
So did we get it right? Provide evidence.
I'll be off.
Wait, what? Wait, hold on. No. Okay, so provide evidence to why we said that? Examination of the flower's cellar stand reveals that she specializes in roses. Cactus, softened. Maybe we should do this one?
One of these things is not like the other.
Come again?
The cactus. Those fearsome spines can prove a devil to remove, and the sap is often toxic.
And a rose thorn can give you tetanus, but we still grow them. The cactus seems comparatively harmless, though you have me thinking it must be valuable.
I was under the impression that you knew its price already.
Your guess is as good as mine. The first time I saw this cactus was when I came back from my break.
Okay. So not that? Or does that mean that one's good? Like, we went through it. I mean, roses for sale. Is that relevant because maybe the roses in the bookshop? Maybe we'll do this one. Maybe the various colors mean different things? Or is it just the fact that they're dead?
Are you sure you're asking the right person? I'm just a flower seller.
Okay, let's try this one.
What do you make of the flowers in Barnes' shop window?
Well, they could use a bit of water.
Do they mean anything to you?
Mean anything how? I'm not sure I follow, Mr. Holmes.
Why do you think they're there?
Are you suggesting the flowers are for me?
It seems likely, does it not?
Oh, I hope you're right.
What? Okay. The catalog would make sense though, because maybe she would know about that.
I don't know anything about
Nope.
this, sorry.
Just kidding.
Are you familiar with Mr. Barnes?
Yes, no, not really. Well, in a way.
What on earth does that mean?
I know who he is, of course, but we haven't shared much more than a look.
A look?
Yes. Each morning I go for a walk in the park with my dog, and most days I spot Mr. Barnes there with his new puppy, so we see each other. Actually, we once met briefly while our dogs played. He was quiet and seemed unsteady as he approached, but since then, we've never spoken. I often see him staring through the shop window. Sometimes I wonder what he thinks about that would etch such longing onto his face.
Okay. Are we done with you? Maybe we are. Okay, so what else? We can go back inside. Maybe we should look at the Mind Palace. Okay, so she knows nothing. Well, she claims. She doesn't know how it appeared. Okay, let's look at the Mind Palace. Okay, so dead flowers on display. Cactus in a cracked pot. Maybe? don't know does this mean it's true if it does that? Barnes displays a bouquet of dead flowers to attract the attention of Mrs. Fleming, a florist. He may hope she will come into his shop and give him watering advice, or it could simply be a symbol of desperation. Barnes anonymously gifted her a cactus, which he ordered from the catalog on his counter. A questionable choice, but for Barnes, a symbol of his eternal love, since the catalog presents the cacti as immortal. Plainly, this is the same cactus he dropped on the Strand outside Baker Street. Really? Okay. Maybe? I don't know. Maybe we should talk to him.
I think perhaps I have been chasing shadows.
Do not despair, Mr. Holmes. Even the best of us make mistakes. We better tell Mr. Barnes what we've learned.
If it's true. Okay, let's see how this goes. Mr. Barnes. Hello.
Mr. Barnes, I know what you did, and I know why you did it.
I'm sorry, Mr. Holmes. I can't hear you very well from behind the door.
The cactus?
You ordered a cactus from the plant catalogue and then left it for Mrs. Fleming as a gift. You place flowers in the window to get her attention and wear high heels to appear taller and more desirable. You are her secret admirer.
Hello? My paper was ruined.
I couldn't read this morning's edition of The Strand because it was covered in soil and spines.
Oh,
I know you dropped a cactus on it and then fled.
Barnes, it's Dr. Watson. Rest assured we are not interested in disclosing your personal affairs to anyone, including Mrs. Fleming. Please come out.
All right, then.
It actually does make sense now that I'm thinking about it.
So, you know what happened then? I was on my way back from the post office, having picked up the cactus and some books. It was quite an awkward package, heavy too, and when I got to your door, I dropped the cactus and your paper. Forgive me.
I needed that paper to prove a theory and prevent a crime. Your actions were rather disruptive. Your clumsiness carrying the post is matched only by the clumsiness of your romantic gesture.
Oh, it's true. I am useless with this sort of thing. I'm not even sure if Mrs. Fleming noticed.
I know what to do.
As in most things in life, truth is the answer. Cease with the obtruse signals and anonymous gifts, and simply talk to the woman. What is the worst that can happen? She rejects you, and you are freed from this endless purgatory.
Yes, you are correct, of course. I do have a slight tendency to overthink things. Thank you.
Me too,
So,
bro.
at last, we return to the matter of the paper. I'm investigating a string of burglaries. Did you perhaps read of any before the edition was spoiled?
I don't recall, but you're welcome to read our copy for yourself.
You had an issue of The Strand here all along?
Well, naturally. I am a bookseller. I have a subscription to every magazine and newspaper in London.
Oh.
So you ought to be familiar with the concept of burying the lead.
Oh no, my apologies, Mr. Holmes. I'll make it up to you however I can. I am an expert on obscure languages and translation and.
Yes, okay. Just give me the paper.
Wow, okay. So that actually was right. The Strand, September 28th, 1882. Okay, so this is 1882. Saltpeter explosion rocks docks. What? Locals at the Port of London had a rude awakening last night with loud bangs and thick red smoke disturbing the peace. Merchant ship Moskova had docked at Pier N3 in the early evening en route to Europe when it was rocked by several concussive explosions. The Port Authority is yet to comment on the incident, and it is unknown if any crew members were on board at the time. Eyewitnesses report seeing saltpeter leaking into the river, but with the area still off limits to workers and the public, it may be some time before we have a full account of what transpired. Okay, that's it?
Come, Dr. Watson. Let us put this matter behind us.
Farewell, Mr. Barnes. I hope to hear good news about you and Mrs. Fleming.
Me too. Okay, so I was worried. I thought I was doing completely wrong.
Well, that was an utter waste of time.
An assassination did seem rather unlikely.
There was supposed to be another burglary. I was certain of it. Something you wish to say, Doctor?
No. Well, only that you have a remarkable faculty for deduction and pattern recognition. And that perhaps, if ill applied...
I see things that are not there.
Yes. It is London. There will always be burglaries. Doesn't have to mean anything.
So it seems. Forgive me. Without something to occupy my mind, I turn into an entirely different animal.
Which brings us back to my news from earlier. I think I have a case for you, a real one.
Truly?
Indeed. Though perhaps not as thrilling as your stories from Cordona. A patient of mine, Captain Stenwick, told me that his servant disappeared. I said I knew just the man to help. What do you say?
Oh, Watson.
Yes, I know it's not the most tantalizing mystery, nor the story to launch my writing career. But...
It's brilliant. Let's go.
Oh, good. Well, his house is nearby. Come.
Okay. Let's go. Why aren't you wearing a hat, Watson? We're getting rained on. Okay. Steinwick has a large mansion nearby. It's located on the same street as Barnes Bookshop. Okay. Same street. Mansion. Maybe this way then?
Not much further now.
Oh. Okay, this is the right way then. This? Wow. This seems out of place. Seems like it was like a city. And then a building. Oh, Steinwick's Manor. Okay. Hey, guys.
Is this lousy attitude of yours because of my altercation with Inspector Lockhart? Did he put you up to this?
Sir, the inspector has nothing to do with it. I'm telling you the same thing I tell anyone seeking a missing person.
Good day, gentlemen. Forgive the intrusion. Captain Stenwick, this is my colleague Sherlock Holmes, the consulting detective I told you about.
At last, a professional. This useless officer refuses to do anything about Kimmy here, my missing servant. What was your name again? I shall be certain to inform your superiors.
Sergeant Ruffles. And it's my superiors who made this decision, sir.
Sergeant Ruffles. Why won't you investigate?
Why has the police department decided not to help?
We investigate murders, thefts, fraud, arson, real crimes. A servant walking away from his master is not our highest priority. That said, if we find Kimahia breaking the law, we'll be sure to notify Captain Stenwick.
Oh, then you care?
Have there been other disappearances lately?
Of course, here and there. But when life is tough and opportunity comes knocking, you can't blame those who answer. Now, I must be off. Best of luck in your search.
You heard that, didn't you? The way that man spoke to me. I shall need your written testimony. Then we can lodge a complaint.
Captain, perhaps Mr. Holmes' time is better spent learning about your servant, so that he may begin his investigation.
Ah, yes. Quite right. Fire away.
I love the rain on the clothes. It's so cool. Yeah, can you describe them?
Tell me about Kimahia.
He's foreign. A Maori. All the way from New Zealand. Biggest man you've ever seen, and as strong as two. Dark hair and fearsome tattoos. He doesn't speak a whit of English. Never bothered to learn. But I made do with pointing. I invested a lot of money in him, so he must be found.
Ugh. The way you're talking about him is weird. When did he vanish?
When did you last see your servant?
Kimmy here normally brings me the morning papers, but yesterday I had to get them myself. He must have escaped the night before yesterday.
Escaped? So he's a servant, like... I don't know. Okay, where does he live?
May I see your servant's bedroom?
His shack is in the garden. You can't miss it.
Did you search the room?
Of course, but only to check he wasn't lying dead inside. Everything seemed normal at a glance.
Yeah, why would he run away?
Is there any reason Kimahia may have left?
I should think not. He had all he could have wanted. Gainful employment, new clothes, and all the cabbage he could eat.
Cabbage? That's so generous of you. Did he steal anything?
Did Kimahia make off with anything of value?
Heavens, no. I would have mentioned it to Sergeant Ruffles.
Still, he must have fled with some money on his person.
No. I kept his wages in my safe. For security.
It did say in the beginning that it's going to depict, like, I don't know, it's going to, like, people are going to act according to the times, so they're not going to be nice all the time, I guess. Anyway, had he run away before?
I take it this is the first time Kimahir has vanished?
Undoubtedly. The man seemed terrified of the city. I think it was all the noise. He never left this estate. Should he cause any damage, I will bear the responsibility, for it was I who rescued him from savagery and brought him here to England in the first place.
All right, Captain. I think I have enough to get started. We shall first take a look around the mansion.
Go ahead. I'll be here, mentally drafting my complaint.
I don't like you. You're gross. Okay, we want to look around and then... Actually, should we check this? Okay, servant Kimahia has disappeared. This is unusual as Kimahia does not like to leave the mansion and doesn't know a word of English. Oops. He's Maori. Captain Steinwick describes him as very tall, strong. He has traditional tattoos on his body. Disappeared the night before yesterday. Okay, made to live in a shack. Okay, where does his trail... Oh, not that one. Where does his trail lead? Okay, so we have the strand. I don't think any of this is relevant yet. Okay. Ooh, a gazebo. Nice. Oops, I'm making him walk on the wall. Nothing there. Do you want to talk, Watson?
Stenwick makes his servant live in a tool shed. You think you know someone.
Man. Oh, it's a tool shed. It's not even an actual place. Built for actual people to live in. What's this? Why is the head missing? Oh. What is this on the ground? I did see that symbol in the menu. Where was it at? I don't know. I can't look at that. Maybe I have to be like over here? I'm not sure. Okay, let's look at this first. What is that?
Tobacco.
Oh. Okay. Can't look at the head. Or this. We have this footprint.
A shoe print, roughly size 11, with a worn-out sole. These are a workman's boots.
Okay, so maybe they are his boots then. Oh, okay, we have to hold down L1. Knee print, hiding.
Looks like a knee print. Someone knelt here. The amount of chewing tobacco suggests they were waiting a while.
Amazing, Mr. Holmes. To read the ground like an open book.
Thanks, Watson. With enough clues, Sherlock can use his imagination to reconstruct the past. Press R1 to see imagination nodes. Interact with nodes to begin, then recreate an accurate version of events. Okay. Oh. Okay, someone was kneeling. Interact with nodes to begin, then recreate an accurate version. Excuse me, Watson. Should we find more nodes? Oh, here's another one. Okay, clues. Parallel tracks. Wheels.
Who could have left these tracks? They seem fresh.
Is that Watson? No.
This
Okay.
lock is quite unusual. It appears that the key should be bent to the right.
Alright. So we need to find a key. Do I need to be in my thing like this? Maybe I should look around. Finish looking around first. Okay, this is his shack. It's so cozy. Does he even have a bed? No. He has a flat mattress. Great. Oh, what is this? Maybe an instrument?
A Maori nose flute. Ngurus, they're called.
Interesting.
Clothes made of hessian. Is Stenwick really so miserly?
My story. Okay, what do we have in here? What's this?
A heavy chemical odor. Lend me your nose, Doctor.
Ah, I'll never forget that smell after my time in Afghanistan. That's an opioid, Mr. Holmes, an narcotic.
Oh. Drugs?
The ashes are long since cold.
Okay, so it wasn't... It was lit a long time ago.
Button chops. The remains of a meal.
Okay. Concentration helps you pick smaller details about the world around you. When you see a wavy green circle, press R1. Okay.
Is this a Tanifar, a Maori water spirit? Or something else?
I don't know. I wonder
Either
if we
way,
can
it's
look at
giving me
it.
chills.
I wonder if we can look at it more closely. Okay. So I haven't seen a green circle. Another green circle. Looks like a face print.
Impressive. The sack of grain retained the shape of an impact.
Oh,
Someone hit their head here.
it is one. Okay. What else? Oh,
A small Navy spyglass.
the guy's a captain, right? Is that it? Wait, there's a green thing above me. Is there one in here? So I need to find 5 of them. So there's something here then.
No air coming through it.
Or... So he was eating here. What's this? Clothes?
A scrap of Hessian.
Okay, we've got a scrap. What else? What else do we have? This.
These were sturdy boxes. It would have required a serious blow to break them.
Seems like somebody fell and hit their face in the stuff and then broke the boxes. I've got something in here I didn't see. What is this? How do I do it again? Oh. Okay. Alright. That's 3. Oh, wait, what? Okay.
The rag reeks of smoke. Someone plugged the chimney.
Alright. Cloth in the chimney. Maybe we should look in there? Oh, keys. Missing key. Okay. Usual bent to the left. We need one that was bent to the right, didn't we? Okay, we're gonna talk to the captain again. I'm really confused, so let me see if I can ask him any questions. So, there's no key bent to the right on the hooks in Kimihia's shack, but there is an empty hook with marks underneath that might match this description. Okay.
The door to your garden has an interesting lock.
Yes, I have uncommon locks on every door of my mansion. It makes them harder to pick. Kimmy here and I both had a set of keys.
I'll need to borrow them.
No, you'll need to do what I tell you to do. Examine the garden.
Okay. They have the only key. So, cloth in the chimney.
Where on earth are you going with this?
Shack.
I thought you were meant to be intelligent.
Is this spyglass familiar?
I don't recognize it.
Could it be Kimihia's, perhaps?
I doubt it. I never saw him with it, nor could I suggest how he might have come by it.
Okay. Does not recognize it. It belongs to somebody else.
I came across a pile of Hessian clothes in the shack. Are they Kimihia's?
Yes, I had to give him something to clothe himself. He seemed unfazed by his bare skin, but I found it distracting.
I need to give him something better. So...
Do you happen to know Kimihia's shoe size?
I wouldn't have the foggiest, but I'm sure it was enormous. Not that it matters. He spent his life barefoot. Despite my best efforts, he simply did not take to shoes.
Is 11 enormous? Chewing tobacco.
Has Kimihia ever indulged in tobacco?
No, the man doesn't even drink.
Are you certain? I found chewing tobacco in the garden.
I controlled Kimihia's expenses since he struggled with the currency. I would have known if he used tobacco.
Never seen a servant with it. Appears to belong to somebody else.
Why are you still here?
Okay, we can't say anything else to him, so let me go back to the garden. Somebody... Oh, we have 4 now, though. Okay. What does snapping do? Does that mean we've asked about everything? Oh. Okay, so somebody had the spyglass, had the chewing tobacco, was kneeling here, and was wearing an 11. Okay. And maybe that somebody did this to Kimihia. So what's this then? This is the 4th one. So we have found everything.
This lock is quite unusual. It appears that the key should be bent to the right.
But we don't have that key, so somebody took that. Oh, hey, these are new. Okay. These are similar tracks near the shack. And then this pile of logs fallen.
Someone moved a cart to this spot and then took it elsewhere. Can't see it anywhere in the garden.
The logs near the shack are in shambles, as if somebody had dropped them. These are similar to the tracks near Kimihia's shack. The garden's cart was unusually kept under the rain cover. Okay. The cart, not the shack. Alright, now, what should we do? We found everything. So is this him doing that then? So we can pick whether we want it to be Kimihia or this mystery person. I'm gonna say that was him because they were the only ones with the keys. Okay, so let's check in here then. So this one. So that's Kimihia. This is Rando. That's dragging Kimihia. And this is Kimihia doing it. Right? Well, maybe we should go to 1, actually. Let's go to the first one. This is the first one, I believe. Yes. Okay, so let me see next. That's Kimmy. He doesn't chew tobacco. And maybe the shoe's not the right size. So let's do the next one. Which is this person. Don't know who that is. And then next. Who is that? Somebody with a spyglass? I guess we'll choose the spyglass there because they were looking at... Maybe they were looking at Kimihia. The footprint looks like it matches the knee print. And they have the tobacco and the spyglass. Okay, so let's go... What's the next one? Oops. The gate is the next one? No. The gate's the 4th one. What's this one? This is the last. So maybe inside. This is the 2nd one. Yeah, okay, so that's him. Let me check the next one. Nobody? I'm gonna say it was him. He was eating. This is space. Okay, this is the 3rd one. So I'm gonna say it was Kimihia. Yeah. What, Watson? What are you doing? I like his snapping. I'm gonna say it was him. I don't know though if that's right. And then they could have taken the key of the thing and opened the door. What's the next one? Yeah, I'm gonna say it was this person because maybe they had to get him out of the way to open this, and then they went to steal something from the house, maybe. And then this person. Maybe it's this. Yeah, let's say it's the last one. Because he disappeared. Let's validate it. No, it's wrong. Okay. So the middle two are wrong. So what's the second one? This one? So it wasn't him. Because it was blocked, so no fire? Is that what it is? Maybe? Okay, and then this is the third one. That was wrong. So, dragging. That makes more sense. Right? But I don't know how his face would have ended up in there, but okay. Let's try it now.
Surveilling
right.
from afar, the intruder waited for a window of opportunity. When Kimahir went to sleep, the man crept up to the shack and slipped narcotics down the chimney pipe, then blocked it with a cloth. Kimahir inhaled the sedative and fell into a deep sleep. The intruder tried to move him, but the man was heavier than expected. The intruder fell on the sack and dropped his spyglass.
Okay.
In order to transport the servant, he had to use the cart. The final challenge was opening the garden door. Luckily for our intruder, Kimahir had the key in his shack.
It makes total sense.
Yes, even though I was very confused. Okay, so let me take the thing off. How do I unpin it? Okay. So, what are the notable features of the abductor and where does the trail lead? So, we want to answer this. Spyglass and chewing tobacco. And not the Hessian. Okay, notable features. Maybe the footprints. Okay, so I feel like I'm missing one for this one because there's nothing else I tried selecting all of them and none of them are right. Okay, we're gonna go talk to the captain. Tell him what we found. Maybe he can give us the last two pieces of, or I don't know if it's two of them or one, but maybe the last pieces of evidence we need to finish this out. So let's see.
You'd best have found something by now, gentlemen.
Yeah, he was.
I found the residue of narcotics in Kimahir's brazier. There are several explanations, perhaps your servant's recreational interest, or an attempt at poisoning.
Cut to the chase, Mr. Holmes.
Someone had eyes on him.
I fear that someone may have spied upon Kimahir, likely the owner of the spyglass I found earlier. It appears they were watching for some time, as there was an impressive amount of chewing tobacco on the ground.
And your point?
You said that you checked the shack earlier. Did you notice the cart tracks near it? Now, one ought to expect a servant to make regular use of such a thing. Indeed, I would have overlooked the detail were it not for the cart's absence. If, as you say, Kimahir never leaves your estate, then where did it go?
I expect answers from you, Mr. Holmes, not questions.
I won't keep you in suspense any longer, Captain. Kimahir was abducted by the owner of the spyglass. When your servant fell asleep, he slipped a narcotic into Kimahir's brazier to make him sleep even more soundly. In order to carry a man as large as Kimahir, the intruder stole the cart and rolled him right out of your garden.
Now, hold on. All this simply to tell me what I already know. Why haven't you found him yet?
I only arrived a moment ago. It is, frankly, incredible that I have already deduced so much.
Every second you dawdle here, waiting for me to stroke your ego, is another second wasted. I'm not interested in the how, the why, or the who. I am only interested in recovering my investment. Spare me the claptrap, boy, and go and fetch my servant.
Let's just be quiet. I don't know.
The point is, Captain, we're telling you this for a reason. The intruder fled through the garden door, and we need a key to follow his trail.
Well, then you should have led with that. Here you go. I hope you'll return soon with good news. And in the meantime, please teach your companion the art of brevity.
Ew, I don't like you. Okay, we can go now. I didn't know what to say, because I felt like I didn't know what the consequences would be if we got on his nerves even more. So let me just open this gate. Hopefully we can find him soon. Before my computer runs out of storage. Oh, the cart. What's this, a wallet? Roy Soulsby?
Roy Soulsby. Could that be the name of our man?
Perhaps it is. What else do we have in there? Can I take it out? Oh.
A strange substance. I have my suspicions based on the colour and consistency, but would you care to hazard a guess, Doctor?
Well, it's odorless, but from the way it absorbs water, I'd say saltpeter.
Then we're in
Oh.
agreement. Well done.
Okay, we read the newspaper about that. Oh. What's that?
Wheels picked up grass along the way. Kimahia's cart, I gather.
Okay, and then what else? There's something on there, but I don't know if that's relevant. What are we missing? Okay, we got that. Oh, maybe it is the rope. Come on.
Sturdy rope, professionally tied in a Portuguese bowline. This knot is often used by sailors to create a bosun's chair.
Sailors? Like the captain? Scene complete. I don't know if it's the captain, though. It could be. Anything else before we go in our little mind palace? Okay, let's do this one. Calling card, let's try that one. No. Sailor's knot. Yes. Loud. Ooh. Okay. The abductor is a sailor, a particular knot, a spyglass, and the footprints of a working man's boot. They all add up to the one conclusion. Kimahia's abductor is a sailor. Alright. Where does the trail lead? Maybe... No. Okay, so that's wrong. Calling card? No? Oh wow, there's a lot here. All evidence points to the Port of London. We now know that Kimahia's kidnapper is most likely a sailor, that his wallet bears saltpeter residue, and that there was a recent saltpeter accident in the Port of London. Everything suggests that to find Kimahia, we must head to the Port of London. There's no time to lose. It is vital that we find a cab to the Port of London immediately.
The Strand proved not so useless after all. The saltpeter accident. Doctor, do you recall?
The Port of London, of course. The footwear, the spyglass.
Indeed. We shall need to take a cab there.
Okay, I would love to do that, but I've been recording for a minute, so I'm gonna have to end this recording here. So this game, like I said, does take a little bit of getting used to. There's a lot of elements that I have to learn, but it's fun so far, and I'm excited to play more. So I hope you guys are enjoying this game, and I will see you in the next part. Bye.